Hey guys, Michael from COPPERVSGLASS, and if you've been following the channel for quite some time, you know that I love customizing my Android device. Whether that's with a different launcher or a different icon pack, I just like changing it and mixing it up as much as I can. Now I do get a lot of comments and a lot of questions about where I get specific wallpapers for specific videos, and sometimes it's a little bit hard to track them down. So what I'm going to be doing today is going over my top Android wallpapers so that I can give you guys an indication as to where I get my wallpapers and just showcase some awesome applications. So let's take a look. So first up we have backdrops, and let me tell you guys, these people do not know how to take photos. Now that's not a bad thing, as most of the wallpapers are vectors, graphics, and just in general some really colourful and a little bit cartoony wallpapers. You've got a lot of information down the bottom in regards to the size and resolution of the photo, and you've got the option to set it as your wallpaper, which again is only going to do for your home screen, not for the lock screen. You've then got options to save and also favourite. Now the thing that I like about this application is, like I mentioned, a lot of the wallpapers are very bright, very vibrant, and they come across really well with most setups. You've also got some name brand wallpapers from companies like OnePlus, so if you're looking to add a bit of colour to your Android device, backdrops is definitely the way to go. Next up is Mysplash, and this is an Unsplash client. Now what that means is there is a website called Unsplash, and this is where the application gets all of its wallpapers from. So what that means is you've got some really high quality wallpapers and also a lot of information. If you click on a wallpaper like this for example, and then scroll down to the bottom, you've got all the information in regards to what camera it was taken with, the aperture, how many downloads it's had, and a ton of information about the colours as well. I also like the options that you've got when you're actually setting the wallpaper. So you've got options to download, share, and also set the wallpaper itself. And when you do so, it doesn't just set it on your home screen, it gives you a bunch of different options, whether you're using Nova Launcher, whether you want to apply it to the lock screen, the home screen, or in my case to both, which then allows you to move it around ever so slightly before you then go ahead and set it as your wallpaper. You've also got a ton of different categories to choose from as well, so if you're looking for that specific wallpaper, chances are Mysplash has got you covered. But for me, if you're looking for some really high quality wallpapers with a ton of variety, Mysplash is the way to go. Next up is Pixel Walls, and unfortunately this isn't Google Pixel wallpapers, it's just a ton of different vectors and also some colourful wallpapers, much like you're going to get within backdrops. These ones however are specific to this application, and the thing that I like is it doesn't show you the full resolution image straight away, so it's definitely going to save on some of that data. So you actually have to click a button down on the bottom row there to show the full resolution file to see exactly how it's going to look on your device. Now this is something that I've not really seen before, and in terms of saving data when you're scrolling through tons of different wallpapers, this one is going to use the least amount. You've also got some nice settings as well in terms of cropping the wallpaper, using it on the lock screen or home screen, or setting it for both as well, so it does give you a bit of flexibility along with being able to download the wallpaper itself in full res. You've also got some really nice categories to choose from, and for me, some of my favourites have to be the Google inspired wallpapers. So the air balloon one on the top left here looks extremely nice, and once you set it as your wallpaper, there's a darker bit down the bottom to show off your dock and your most used applications, and the thing that I really like is it automatically sets it for both the home screen and also the lock screen. So if I lock my device and then unlock it, the wallpaper is there straight away, so you don't have to worry about doing it separately. Mixing it up a bit now with my only live wallpaper on this list, and that is called Pixelscape. So as you can see here, it's got a really nice pixel design to it with 3 different sceneries to choose from. And the thing that I like about it, as well as having a really nice art style, it's also got a constant frame rate, and to me it looks as though it's around 60 frames a second, so in terms of getting that really nice fluid live wallpaper, this is a great choice. It's also kind on battery life as well. A lot of live wallpapers tend to drain your battery life quite a lot, however with this live wallpaper I've not really had that issue at all. The setting to change it based on the time of day never normally worked for me. As you can see, it's around 7 in the evening at the moment, but it's chosen the one that's more for the afternoon, so for me I would automatically just change it to the night one, as for me that suits it a little bit more in regards to the time of day. But overall, a really nice wallpaper, and again really easy on the battery. Wolpe is a really nice application that has true 4K wallpapers. Now a lot of times when you're downloading wallpapers that say they're in 4K, they're either blown up to that size or they're not even at 4K resolution. This one here though, as you can see in regards to when you download the application or set it as your wallpaper, does add the highest resolution that it can. It also auto detects the phone that you're using to give you the optimum wallpaper size for your screen. You've got different categories to choose from as well, with new, rated and also popular, as well as a search in the top right hand corner, and you've also got a pull out bar to the side here with all of the categories that you've got as well. So for me, cities are always my favourite kind of wallpapers to go for, and again it categorises them into new, top rated and also popular. I do find it a little bit strange that the application doesn't fill the full screen. It is a free application, so maybe there's ads down the bottom, but for me it never showed any ads, and it's a bit weird in terms of the aspect ratio. But in regards to 4K wallpapers, these are probably some of the best available in a really nice application. And a 4K wallpaper crammed into this resolution with an AMOLED screen looks extremely nice. Now again, here we've got another application that uses Unsplash as the client, and this one is called Wolpe. However, this one is a little bit different and has some additional features to Mysplash that you wouldn't normally get. You've got the collections and also new wallpapers, as well as your favourite wallpapers as well, but for me, in the settings is where everything changes. Now to start with, this is the only application so far that actually scrolls along when you move around on your home screen, which is really nice, and you've got the option to blur it from within the application as well, which is something that I do to quite a lot of my wallpapers, as for me, a blurred background, you can still kind of see it, but it allows your applications to actually pop on your home screen. So when I go back to my home screen now, it doesn't look as busy as it would do if the background itself was fully in focus. However, the settings is the best part for me, as you can auto change the wallpaper depending on what you're doing. So if you're on Wi-Fi, charging your device, or it's idle, it will choose a different wallpaper throughout the day depending on what duration you've got it set to. You can also force center the wallpaper so it doesn't have that movement like I mentioned earlier, and it's got a really nice dark UI element to it as well, which, as you guessed, just changes the wallpaper application to have a dark theme, but for me it looks extremely nice. But for me though, as with any Unsplash client, it's all about the wallpapers themselves, and these have some really awesome photos with a ton of information. And again, once you've got it set to your home screen, it doesn't really matter what icon pack you're using or what launch you're using, it's definitely going to make your device pop. And that's going to do it guys for this video. Now I hope that this video helped you guys understand a bit more in regards to where I get my wallpapers from, and these applications are only some of the ones that I've been able to find on the Play Store, so if you guys want to see a part 2, let me know by hitting that like button down below. If you've got any questions or comments or any other wallpaper applications you want me to look at in the future, let me know in the comments section or on Twitter at COPPERVSGLASS. For more great content like this moving forward, don't forget to subscribe. I'm Michael from COPPERVSGLASS. Thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.